Oh my goodness. What the hell? Wow. Doo-ba-doo. Doo-doo. Boop. I don't feel alive. Hell yeah. All right. I'm kind of alive. Sorta. Sort of maybe alive. Kinda. What a wild 2 weeks it's been. Spent the first week in bed and the second week at 50% capacity. Yeah, first week sucked. The good news is I'm better. The bad news is I absolutely have to get an extension on this deadline. I was right on track before I got sick, and now there is no earthly way this will be done in 11 days. No earthly way. I was doing so good, but I flew too close to the sun. That being said, I don't think Meat Bun will mind, but I do have to ask because holy shit, did I lose a bunch of time. I apologize in advance. There's going to be some coughing. I'll try my best not to make it obnoxiously loud. What's going on, folks? I'm gonna do my best Doc Holliday impression. I'm gonna say Huckleberry and go. I didn't fake that one. That one was real, right on cue. I'm in my prime. Tombstone's good. Tombstone's part of a weird parallel thinking thing where they made two Wyatt Earp movies at the exact same time. One's called Wyatt Earp that no one remembers, and one's called Tombstone. I'm only going to stream till about 3 for like 2 hours. Then I'm going to go watch the Ubisoft press conference. And then I'll be back tonight. There you go. I think these are for storing cereal, but my usual frozen gallon of water isn't frozen, so it's a water receptacle now. I'm leaning away not because of the sound, but because I don't want to get anything on my screen. Here you go, guys. You can pretend he's talking to you. Snake! You gotta get in there and stop those Russians. If they get their hands on Metal Gear, we're done for. Oh. I tried to replay Final Fantasy X when I was sick. Let me tell you, that game's got some bad voice acting. Worse than I even remember. I remember it being bad. It's even worse than I recall. I mean, you're gonna hear me cough. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I know it's gonna blow the mic out. Just trying to figure out the shape I want Radon to be. I think he needs to be a bit thicker. He's not thick enough, you know, it's a common problem. It's a common problem. Needs a little more thickness, you know what I mean? He's got to be the meatiest. Oh. Yeah. How far next did I end up? I got Ifrit. I went up to Ifrit, and then I was like, I don't know if I want to beat this game. Again. I haven't played it since, like, I was a child. I got up to the line where Tidus goes, I really hated my old man, and I couldn't remember why. But maybe that was my way of just keeping him alive. And then he goes, nah. And the nah is what made me put down the controller. I went, I can deal with a lot, but I'm not going to listen to a nah. I'm not doing it. I mean, back then it wasn't even a taste thing. Like, I remember the voice acting being bad when I played it when I was a kid. But, like, there was nothing else to play. It was like, if I wanted to play an RPG that looked good, it was that. Now there's like 20 million options. It's like, okay. I will say, aside from the character art's still Tetsuya Nomura cringe, but the environments in that game are actually, they hold up remarkably well. The world building and all the environments look incredible. Super, super beautiful aesthetic. Really awesome color palette. Yeah, when Square Enix was in their tropical island phase. Chrono Cross and Final Fantasy X, and there's another one I forget that they did that had that aesthetic. Can I even draw? I played the game last night. Can I even draw Tidus? His design is so like okay, Cloud is like, you've got the hair, you've got, which side is it? It's over here, right? You've got one shoulder pad with the 3 dots. You've got his uniform with the turtleneck, this side sleeveless, his arms coming down, you know. He's got the big bracer with the rivets. He's got the one thing here, the big belt, and then the parachute pants with the boots. You got Cloud, you know, pretty iconic character. There's not a ton of bullshit. And then you got his big sword. I don't think I missed any elements. Then you got me try Tidus here. He's got the weird Meg Ryan bangs haircut. Then he's got, I'm already drawing a blank. He's got a hoodie, right? And then he's got, a short sleeve hoodie coat, right? That has like suspenders with crosses on them that turn into overalls that have a cross on them with a big zipper and a Jack necklace. And then he's got one shoulder pad over here with like a fishnet cage pauldron thing on it. And then that comes down into a segmented battle gauntlet. Right? And then this side, I think there's nothing on his arm down to like a glove. Am I right? And then there's, oh boy, there's a half pant leg. I want to say it's this side, but I might be wrong. It's like one side is pants and one side is shorts, right? And there's like a chain with like a eject symbol, right? And then there's a eject patch sewed into his leg over here. And then you see some leg. And then there's like big yellow shoes. And then this side is exposed. Am I correct? And then he's got like a fish hook sword. Am I forgetting anything? This is a bad design. Tidus is a bad design. That is a bad design. Anyway. That's what you call too many elements. Oh, he shows his chest. Of course he does. Of course he does. Tetsuya Nomura had to make him a slut. I get it. That game is... The enemies are over-designed in an almost pleasing way. Like, it's almost cool how over-designed the enemies are. But the characters look real bad. It was also the beginning of Nomura putting tribal designs on everything and turning things that aren't tribal designs into tribal designs. Like making people's haircuts tribal designs. Because I think like, what is it, Seymour, the villain? He's like a priest, right? But he's got his head here, okay? This is gonna be way off. And he's got these big sleeve robe things, and then his robe comes way down on the ground. And you can see his chest, because Nomura's in his slut era, and you can see his little abs. Whatever, he's got his big thing here with a bow and whatever. But then his hair, guys. His hair does like this. He like puts tribal designs in the bangs, and they come way out, and then he slicks it back, and it's, oh god, it's unreal. Cringe. Nomura was peak when he was like number 3 in the company. When he got like control, he had way too much control. When he had to like rein it in, like on FF7, he did really well. Honestly, his enemy designs from the old Pixel games are still incredible. It's probably the best enemy designer they ever had. design breakdown. Is that where I talk about bad designs and I have a breakdown? I'm running into a normal, what am I talking? I'm not even speaking correctly today. I saw normal in the chat and I just said it. I'm running into a weird problem with Radahn where on his in-game model, his armor clips over each other because he's in such a weird position all the time. And he's so meaty. So I have to like artificially fix that. Souls games are good at a lot, but what they're not good at is fixing clipping issues. Like these two pieces just do not work together in the 3D model. I'm looking at the 3D model and I'm looking at a statue somebody made and I'm looking at the concept art and I'm kind of combining the three of them into something that works. We can talk about the motivation of the little girl character in the Castlevania fighting game wanting to have big tits, like the succubus. When her lines before fights with girls are just her looking at them and going, they're so big! Because, you know, that's Castlevania. What an abomination. How did that game even get made? I guess that was right before Konami went full gambling. Even though now Metal Gear Delta looks pretty good. The trailers that came out over the weekend didn't look bad. So like, they must still have people there that can make games. I'm conflicted on Delta. Like, I want to play it because I never played Metal Gear 3, and I know that's like the big famous one. Like, I know the story through like osmosis, but I never actually played it. But I don't know. He's not working on it. And I don't really want to support Konami after what happened with Hideo. What are some games to play with partners who don't game? I mean, Mario Kart's the GOAT for that. Mario Kart's the most non-gamer game that ever gamed. Depends what kind of person it is. If it's someone who likes a story, you could maybe get away with playing like a really cinematic RPG with a lot of dialogue. Like, I know a lot of people enjoyed watching Final Fantasy 16. If it's not someone who's into fantasy stuff, I don't know. Probably lightly competitive or co-op games. I don't know enough about it to have an informed opinion, so I don't know what there is to hate about it. I'll defer to your expertise, Sharky. I just know the general story from the original, but I never played it, so if the vibes are off or if they're doing something wrong, I don't know enough about it to pick up on it. The only thing about it I don't like personally is the shamelessness of it after what they did to Kojima. I'm more interested in why you don't like it, Sharky. I'm not saying you're wrong, I just want to know why, because I don't know enough about it personally. Hey, Almatheo. I'm gonna be coughing a lot, I apologize. I know David Hayter's back. There's a good chance I have to stop talking. I agree with that, Sharky. My big complaint with it is it doesn't feel like a... I mean, obviously they fired Hideo Kojima, but it doesn't have the personality. It doesn't feel like cool. Like all his trailers felt kind of interesting. They always had like a weird energy. I totally agree that it looks like, I don't know, it almost looks like a fan video you'd find on YouTube, where like someone remade it in Unreal and they just put David Hayter lines over it. I absolutely get that. I haven't seen any like weird stuff. It's just like a guy in camo in the jungle. And I know the original had weird stuff. Also, sorry. It feels a little too straight remake, like if you're gonna remake something like 3 that's in a jungle, wouldn't you want to take advantage of open world technology and how it's come in 20 years and like make a huge cool jungle? Like you could do that. I know because they did it in Metal Gear Solid 5, but the trailers for this kind of feel like an upscaled PS3 game. It feels like corridors with like jungle textures. It doesn't feel like you're in a massive place. And I feel like if you're gonna remake 3, that would be the way to go. Actually make it feel huge. Oh. Fuck, I'm so tired. Ugh. It's gonna be very funny if the Bayou area of Red Dead Redemption 2 is bigger than all of Metal Gear Delta. Spoiler alert. It's probably going to be. Oh, fuck. Radon's head's still too big. That's closer. Yeah. That's closer. Oh, God. We're going back to 1 week paintings after this. Oh. One second. Oh, God. Oh, Jesus. So I had a flu, and then my flu turned into a sinus infection. And now both of those are gone, and I think I just have bad allergies. I don't really know what the fuck's going on, but I do know that the roof of my house is yellow from the amount of pollen in the air. So I'm going to take a guess that right now my body is run down from being sick and the allergies are double effective. That's my guess. That's my goose. Yeah, the pollen is unreal. I'm gonna assume that's why I feel like fucking garbage, but I don't know. Hey, gross girl. Good to see you. Thanks for reaching out during my leave of absence. My voice isn't as deep as it was when I was sick, but I can still try to do the Kratos boy. Puppy. Puppy. Please hold. Oh, fuck. I'm trying hard to focus, but it's tough. Okay. I think I know what I gotta do. I think I know. I think I gotta take these. Yeah, take this. Alright. 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 I gotta listen to something. What are we gonna listen to? Oh, I'm in. The fastest addition to my work playlist ever. Thanks. Thanks, Gross Girl. Yeah, I wanted to hammer that out. Thank you. I did that and tried to get most of her helmet done, but we've entered the rendering portion of the painting. I don't get royalties, but I have the rights to sell a percentage of them on my own as deluxe editions. So I'll get my fee for painting it, then I can sell a couple hundred personally and keep 100% of those profits. Which is why I hope I get my Twitter back. It's gonna be hard to sell these on Instagram. Slowly but surely, Alma. I'm not gonna hit my deadline, though. I lost too much time to being sick. Gonna have to get an extension. What I'm probably gonna have to do is just make a new Twitter and ask everyone I know, like you guys and Dave and other artists with big followings, to just share that this is my new Twitter and just try to get my 10,000 followers back. I don't think I'm going to, though. It took a while to get to 10K. It sucks because a lot of those were organic follows. Just people that found my work from random shares. It sucks to lose that audience, but I'm gonna have a niece any day now. Could be today. My brother's wife is ready to pop. Excited to meet the new baby. Any day now. Thank you. Need to add boobs? That's true. There's only one set of boobs right now, and they're covered up by 3 layers of cloth. Oh, 2 sets. 2 sets of boobs. Both covered up by cloth, though. Here, ready? I'll hide some boobs in this painting that only you guys are gonna know about. You ready? No one else who buys this print's gonna know about this. Wow. Alright. Slowly, guy. Not 100% yet, but I'm getting there. Oh. Oh. Be streaming for another half an hour, guys. Then I'm gonna go watch the Ubisoft press conference. Then I'll come back and stream again later tonight. They don't have much coming out I'd be interested in. I'd like to see if Beyond Good and Evil 3 is there. Or 2, I can't, 2, right? I'd like to see if that's there. I wouldn't mind seeing what they're doing for Assassin's Creed Japan, even though I'm not going to play it. I wouldn't mind seeing if they're going to try anything interesting with that. Oh, God. Oh. I mean, I felt that way about Ubisoft for a while, Sharky. Ubisoft games are kind of safe and soulless. To be honest, I'm going to be 100% honest with you. I'm only watching the Ubisoft press conference so I can watch the Easy Allies coverage of it. And the only reason I'm watching the Easy Allies coverage of it is because I'm nostalgic for the Game Trailers E3 heyday. Back when they would do those before Game Trailers fell apart. Those were like my favorite thing to watch. I'd wait the whole year for it, take work off, and I miss them a lot. So it's just a nice little opportunity to kind of feel nostalgic. I really enjoyed those back in the day, but it's pretty rare now. E3 isn't a thing, and Game Trailers isn't a thing, and all the people that kind of made Game Trailers special that went to Easy Allies, like half of them quit. So it's pretty hard. I'd like to believe in Good and Evil 2. I mean, they're not doing Mario stuff anymore, so maybe they have to focus on that finally. '90s weekends are fun. My brother's opening a '90s themed barcade. So you can just go there and kind of be in the '90s. Just because it's still in development doesn't mean we're gonna see it, though. Remember how long The Last Guardian was in development? I'd love to see it, don't get me wrong. But Another 5 or 10 minutes or so, chat, then I'm gonna go. I'll come back later. We'll try and finish this breastplate. Thanks, Sharky. Is that a Yoshi? It's a Yoshi, right? Think so. Ugh. It's starting. All right, I'll be back. Love you all. Farewell.